These are a bunch of knife reviews that were not paid for or sponsored by any company, so you know they're real. Alright, we're doing a series on knives I've carried, and just did the one I carry now, which is this Spyderco European blah 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 number. And the one I carried before that is also a Spyderco. It's all dirty right now, but it's this Manix. I think it's a Manix 2. I don't know if it says anything. So these were like limited run, pre-production, something like that. Like they were coming out and I was paying attention and I grabbed one. And I'm a big fan of the Axis lock. I've had it for a long time. It's pretty much the only one I'm going to use anymore. And this one's all dirty right now. But when they're not all dirty, I'll use a different one that isn't all dirty. You can open them and you can close them. So that's why an Axis lock is so good. You can open it and you can close it. Now, it's just opening the lock. So the knife is just free to move here. It's not under any kind of spring tension. It's just that the weight of the blade versus the smoothness or the lack of friction lets me fling it open when I'm not thinking about it, and there's no blade, no spring or anything. See, it's just that I can flick it closed again. Just the pivot angle and the weight and everything is distributed right, and it allows you to open it, use it real quick, not have to fiddle with your hands or move your hands, move in front of the blade, have anything dexterous. I can use it with gloves. If I'm not able to flick, I can just let gravity help, and just by rotating my wrist I can get it open. And of course I can just use my other hand just as easily, and that's the Axis. The Axis is the lock, and this Manix is all about having an Axis with a translucent blade. So use this as grab a flashlight. So these are translucent scales. They're just dirty, but when they're new, you can see through them pretty easy. And so that makes them cool. They're strong. They're super thin. It's a well-made, just like all the Spydercos. It's a CTS BD1 steel, which is hard, works, stainless, golden, Colorado, earth. One of my favorite things about Spydercos is that they have USA Earth on them. Just too cool. And the blade on a Manix is this a flat grind? I forget what they call this, flat grind drop tip. One of my favorite blades. This one I definitely need to clean it. I'll do a video on cleaning this thing. I don't think it's a screw issue, which I hope it's not, because these things are riveted, it looks like. But I think it's just dirty. But the blade is awesome. This is another Manix, and it has the same blade. I think all Manixes have this blade, but I'm not a Spyderco expert. Anyway, this blade works great. Chalk up on it. I like my new one, or the one I carry now. It's got this little extra thing. I think most Spydercos have it, maybe not all of them, but definitely lends it to be a good utility type knife. I can hold it in about 100 different ways. The Axis blade lock is super strong. I can't imagine, I mean, there must be stronger locks probably, otherwise it would be the most used, but super strong, decent knife. If I had to use it for just about anything, I'd use it for it. I have used it for it. This thing has been around the block and back again. I do need to get a new clip for it. I broke the clip off. You can see I kind of damaged the plastic a little bit. It must have come off violently. I honestly don't even remember how it came off, but it's not here anymore, so it's definitely broke. I remember I had it around for a while, but once you break this, it was one of these style. Once you break this, it's gone. It's not coming back. So I eventually threw it out. I figured I'd get another one. So yeah, the only reason I quit carrying it was a little big, and it's irreplaceable. I can't get them anymore. At least I can't afford to get another one. So I also went to a guy that had done some coins for us near Tulsa, and it's got a really cool laser, like a $50,000 laser. So while we were there visiting, he was willing to let us watch the laser wail into this blade. So I think that's pretty cool. I can jam it into stuff and get a picture with our logo on it. So for those reasons, I didn't want to keep carrying this thing for too long, especially without a clip. That being said, I still carry it all the time. I carry it in this pocket that a lot of tactical pants have this little goofy pocket up here on your thigh for like magazines or a cell phone or something. I just carry it in there. So I don't need the clip. Can't wear it on all my pants though, so I only carry it occasionally. Anyway, Manix 2, my opinion, one of the best knives. It's a good size. It's a little big, maybe a little bit big, but it's really the perfect size. It's the size of the old buck. Really? I mean, almost exactly. Only a million times lighter. Wonder if I should start weighing. We didn't weigh that first one, but the first one weighs 1.9 ounces. The Manix weighs 3 ounces. A Griptilian weighs 4, and this buck 7. So 7 to 2.8. This Manix was awesome. If I had money, I'd just get a bunch of Manix knives and carry them around. These are the way to go. I know somebody on Instagram that's got an orange one that lords it over me. I think it's a $200 knife. If I had money, I would have an orange Manix. Probably a green Manix and a brown one and another blue one. Alright, well, that's the Manix. We'll keep doing these videos if you're interested. I guess I should also mention, you'll notice, except for this new one, which doesn't have a hole, which is the only reason it doesn't have one, and I might drill a hole eventually, you can see I like to have a tassel or a thingy on my knives because I use my knives, and this is a way to find them. When you lay them down, it's a way to help locate them. It's just a million times better than not having something like this on your knife. It's useful. You can pull this off of here and have a little length of cord. There's literally no reason to not have something like this dangling off your knife unless you are just carrying a knife around for show. So yeah, you'll see all my knives that I really carry have one, and the only reason this one doesn't have one yet is because I haven't put one on here yet. So we'll probably do that when we do this one's video. So the Manix 2, probably the best knife ever made. Could be the best knife for carry ever, made in USA. Here's why it's not the best knife ever. Rivets. The handles are cool, but rivets, what's up with that? I like to be able to take apart a knife, to repair it if necessary, just to fiddle with it if you want. For whatever reason, it doesn't have that. I guess I should also mention, I don't know if you like the Spyderco holes or not, but this one is just a cool hole. Good shape of the knife, holes in the right spot. So Spyderco Manix sloppy knife review. The Patreons asked for it, they're getting it. Let us know in the comments what you think. Until next time, thanks for watching.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.